And good evening from used to football still. 3 straight home games, that'll do that to you. From the Schott Center here at Althoff Catholic High School. Tonight, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams take on the Althoff Crusaders. Danny Czerwinski's alongside here for your Win Lake College pregame show. At Win Lake College, you can get the quality education you want and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Win Lake College, it's time. Again, Danny Czerwinski alongside. Danny, tell you what, we're hoping for a great varsity contest here from Belleville, but we just had two phenomenal performances by both the freshman team and the JV team. Both games going 3 sets.
Yeah, both games go 3 sets. The freshmen win the night in 3 sets, 25-23, 23-25, and 15-11. And what was a very, very exciting JV contest, the Lady Rams lost the first set pretty handily, 25-12, battled back and won the second set 30-28, and then lost a heartbreaker in the third set, 26-24. A valiant effort by the Lady Rams tonight at the JV level. They dropped 8-1. They were coming off their Carbondale JV Tournament Championship on Saturday. Played very well here tonight, even though they went down in defeat.
That they did. Of course, Win Lake College pregame show. Plenty more to talk about. In fact, we'll give you a scoreboard update here in just a moment. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, plenty more Lady Rams Volleyball. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Banterra Bank.
Wells anywhere in Southern Illinois, located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Nothing is different.
You want a successful business?
And welcome back to Schott Center here on the campus of Althoff Catholic High School. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside for Lady Rams Volleyball. And Danny, as we've mentioned, a real thriller in the freshman and junior varsity matches to get us started. And the Lady Rams, though they lost the JV match, they won that freshman match, but with how close those last two games were in the JV match, it kind of gives you hope for the future. An Althoff team that is struggling this year, 5-4. It's a Lady Rams team that comes in struggling as well, 2-5. But you kind of get that glimpse of great things are on the horizon for this young Lady Rams team.
You look at the fact that, Althoff comes in 5-4, so much success. When you come into the Schott Center, you see the trophies and everything, state trophies, and every sport just about in the lobby. And you think about the intimidation factor of coming over and playing Althoff, club volleyball big here in the Metro East. And you come over here, and it's just like in football and basketball and other sports over the years where Southern Illinois, the South 7, Carbondale, Marion, Mount Vernon, Centralia, have gotten over that fact and gotten wins. It's the same thing here with volleyball, and these South 7 teams trying to do that one at a time. Mount Vernon gets their opportunity here tonight.
Well, they're going to have their work cut out for them against this Althoff Crusader bunch. This is a team, Danny, a very storied program here in St. Clair County, parochial institution, but they run into the likes of the Breeze Mater Dei Lady Knights in the postseason, typically a regional championship. Well, the Mater Dei Knights have put on a 31-game win streak of their own en route to a state title last year. So, I mean, this isn't any slouch here. As we know in the South 7 Conference, the Althoff Lady Crusaders certainly have been a dominant program.
Dominant program, and with the realignment and shuffling of the class system, used to be Althoff made trips to normal all the time. Now with that, as you mentioned, Breeze Mater Dei's kind of in their way, and some other bigger schools come around, and they've had some struggles here lately. But again, 5-4, they haven't played anybody that's down or out. They've played some tough teams, Breeze Central, Henry Clay, Indiana, Herman, Missouri, Effingham. They played some big schools themselves. Again, at 5-4, that record is deceiving, and also coming over here, trying to beat them on their home floor, tough as it can be.
Well, tough indeed. The Schott Center has kind of one of those mantras that you just don't win in here if you're not in navy and gold. And so for the Lady Rams to eke out that freshman game and then come in, just end up a little shorthanded in the JV match, you as a program have built up some nice momentum coming into a varsity contest against a tough program like the Althoff Crusaders.
Yeah, and the thing is, and we've talked about this sometimes when you're rebuilding a program on and off the floor, wins and losses aren't something you necessarily look at all the time. Wins and losses are built winning a point or two, battling to a certain amount before you lose. Winning a set, JV winning a set here tonight is huge for this Mount Vernon program going forward, building to a point where they only lost by 2 in the third set, another big milestone for this program. JV team's 8-1 heading into the next game on Thursday night at home. Those little things that add up eventually as the program goes on. This young Lady Rams team starting to build some things as we go along in this season, JV level. Now the varsity needs to do the same here in this match.
Well, of course, we have plenty more to talk about. We'll get you a State Farm scoreboard update when we return. Now we'll take a quick break. This is the Rimley College pregame show on WMIX.
Actions within the community include supporting the development of Jefferson County's most individuals, farmers and businesses, purchasing local bonds for personal schools, most proud of what we do at Community First Bank. Advice to business, someone who cares about the community you live in. Community First Bank, location on Ida, on the back of the bank. We believe insurance agents should care about your bottom line as much as they do theirs.
We know practices are more important. We can get a lot of population.
We're the people behind the shield.
Shelter insurance for your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We are your shelter.
I'm Alan Wickers for a free insurance. Go right. Jeff Schmidt here with Smith Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. By now, you know that the Chevrolet Cruze is one of the best-selling cars in America. There are many reasons why. Cruze Echo gets up to 42 miles per gallon highway. That's the best economy of any vehicle in the country. Cruze features better safety features than the competition, more standard features than the 2011 Corolla or the 2012 Focus. We have a great selection of Cruzes in stock, and more are on the way. We love serving our customers the right way every time. At Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And welcome back to the Schott Center on the campus of the beautiful Althoff Community High School. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Rimley College pregame show. Rimley College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And Danny, this is one of those atmospheres where it's always very loud. One of those, when you have a quality program like this, often what happens is to get amped up. You like that music. You love that atmosphere that over-modulated music provides. And so this is what they come out with, and this is what gets them, I think, in that frenzy. And that's what makes them so tough here at home is they get so amped because they have such a ritual game in and game out, and it's as if it almost never changes. So they stick with what works, and they've really been a successful program time and time and time again. And, oh, yeah, good coaching factors into that as well.
Well, and you look at this gym, and it's a loud gym, as you said, the music blaring and blasting here. And there's sort of an intimidation factor. I mean, they understand what they do, and we've talked about it on a Saturday sports show. Some of the things that go on parochial schools, you have different areas to choose from than what Mount Vernon does. And they use that to their advantage. They use that as a mental block for the opposing team, and they turn it up, and they play well. And, again, they play club volleyball here in the Metro East as well as the St. Louis area all the time year-round. It is a matter of coming over here and being the team that comes in and wins. Once somebody, Mount Vernon, Carbondale, Marion, Centralia, comes in and wins at a sport, then the others see it. And that's what Mount Vernon is going to try to do here tonight.
Do indeed. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Althoff Lady Crusaders, of course, we need to visit a scoreboard update. And, of course, that would be running down the freshman and JV stuff one more time. And I believe we may have a junior varsity or junior high softball score as well. I've got that if you've got the underclass.
Yeah, I got it all. It is freshman game. Mount Vernon won the night 25-23, 23-25, and 15-11. Mount Vernon lost to JV 25-12, 30-28, 24-26. And in junior high baseball, the Woodlawn Lady Warriors softball team beat Opdyke Bell Rive 17-2, but the Roadrunners came back and beat Woodlawn in the baseball game 5-1.
And if you're an area coach that happens to be listening and want to hear your scores, junior high related, on our State Farm scoreboard update, send us an email, 94sports@mywithers.radio.com. For all of your insurance financial service needs, call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. You can find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. If you could see his red Jeep in the parking lot, he would love to talk with you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chris, Hugo, Danny Czerwinski with you here on WMIX. Online tonight at MyWithersRadio.com with both a separate audio and audio-video feed. So check those out at MyWithersRadio.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 94sports or like us on Facebook at WMIX Sports if you'd like to catch the underclass scores from this evening's action. Mount Vernon Lady Rams, Althoff Lady Crusaders set to serve off here in just a moment. And, you know, you come here to the Schott Center, and we'll be back here come basketball season with the Mount Vernon Rams basketball team and hopefully with the Mount Vernon Lady Rams as well. I know you said you had never been here before, but what do you take away from a gymnasium like this?
Well, it reminds me a lot of Carmi's gym for anybody listening anywhere that's been to Carmi, Illinois. Their gym is set up similar. You have bleachers on the bottom. You have a concrete deck on both sides and the pull-out bleachers up top. And you have the ability to push the bleachers back on top to allow you to put hitting cages and whatever else up here. Very nice facility. It's very conducive to being loud. There's no sound mats up top to block the noise. The noise rises off the metal roof, off the metal beams, and it's just going to be flat loud in here. And I imagine with basketball season comes in, when you have a bigger crowd and you have people in here in basketball, it's a very difficult place to play. It's very easy to see why it's such a home court advantage. Visiting teams can't communicate with each other. It's so loud, they're not used to it. So, again, credit to Althoff. They've got a home court advantage. They're very successful in a lot of sports, and they do very well.
That they do. This is your Win Lake College pre-match show. We will step out one more time. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Banterra Bank.
Yes, you can. You can get a car for your teenager today at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Second Chance Auto has a terrific selection of good, clean, dependable vehicles. Perfect for your teen to drive to school, from economical models to trucks and SUVs. Second Chance Auto has just what you're looking for. They're family-owned and operated, and they've been helping families like yours for over 32 years. Yes, you can get the best for your son or daughter. Call 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. Or stop in at Highway 142 east of Mount Vernon. Yes, you can at Second Chance Auto.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. Just wish I had time to go back to school. But with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to. They're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's this like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Life can be very complicated. You need to simplify, streamline, and save time wherever you can. Life just got simpler at People's National Bank. Now, get your monthly account statement online at peoplesnationalbank.com. If you're looking for a convenient, faster, and safer way to receive your monthly bank account statement, sign up for online statements available through People's Online Internet Banking. The next time you're online, go to peoplesnationalbank.com and simplify your life. You deserve it. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX, powered by Banterra Bank.
You betcha, powered by Banterra Bank indeed. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. It's your Win Lake College pre-match show as the Althoff Crusaders, as you watch on MyWithersRadio.com. They are in the midst of their warm-up. So some free balling going around, some serving, what have you, getting things taken care of, getting warmed up out there. Danny, as we've mentioned all throughout the pre-match, big, important game here in the South 7 Conference. Lady Rams 0-1 in the conference. Could even their things up here tonight, but it's a tough job here at Althoff. what can the Lady Rams do to maybe come away with the victory?
Number one, you're going to have to be ready to go. I mean, this is a program, Althoff, that's had so much success against Mount Vernon. If they jump on Mount Vernon so much that you got to stay in the game mentally, because that's one thing, because Althoff's going to try to take advantage of the intimidation. Number two, if you're Mount Vernon, you make a mistake or two, don't get down on yourself. I mean, this is a tough place to play. You got to go in here and you got to play. You can't be tight. You just got to let it roll. And you got to play and go after it here. You got to see what you can do. You've already watched the freshman JV win. The JV come close to winning. You've got to do the same thing as a varsity team. Come out here and play your game. You don't want to go 0-2 in the conference, but you turn around, you have Marion at home on Thursday night. It's a tough week, but you got to play, and you've seen enough good play out of yourselves if you're the Lady Rams. Come out and play like you know you can play.
Of course, Marion on Thursday. That's a game we'll have for you from Shagnon Gym right here on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Lady Rams on Saturday send the freshmen to the Salem Freshman Tournament, and then the varsity will head to the West Frankfort tourney before hosting Salem on Monday night, next Monday night, back at Shagnon Gym. You go to a tournament like West Frankfort, can only assume you're probably going to, obviously you'll see West Frankfort, but can assume you're going to see a lot of those quality river-to-river schools, maybe a couple South 7 MSCs as well. Good tournament, but speaking of good tournaments, Lady Rams Junior Varsity team had a great showing at that JV tournament in Carbondale this past weekend.
Yeah, they won 4 matches to win that championship. Beat Massac County, Nashville, Mount Carmel, and Pinckneyville in the championship game to win that tournament going away. 4 in a row. Up to that point, they had won 8 in a row, losing their first match of the year tonight. But again, congratulations to the Lady Rams JV team. Had a great Saturday, winning 4 matches in a tournament championship.
Lady Rams volleyball action coming up here against the Althoff Lady Crusaders. Plenty more coming on your Rend Lake College pregame show, especially your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Look no further than thenewcentral.com. Watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Of course, we'll have those starters coming up for you in just a moment as we wait to see whether we're going to get the national anthem or not here from the Schott Center at Althoff Catholic High School. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski here on the Rend Lake College pregame show. At Rend Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And if you're wondering why we're getting to such a late start here on the radio, it's because the JV and freshman matches all win 3 sets apiece, and we have only seen that happen once this season. That was a JV match against Woodlawn last Thursday night at Shagnon Gym, so we did not see that then. As far as the freshmen, of course, they didn't play a freshman match in that Woodlawn-Mount Vernon matchup, but we saw 3 sets apiece here tonight. So late start from J.D. Shields. Gosh darn. It's as if I'm used to being there or something. But we will have the national anthem, so no filler necessary. We'll pause, and this is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
Who was the best? Think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Sometimes life goes by so quickly we don't stop and reflect on how important friendships are in our lives. At Community First Bank, we believe that creating relationships and friendships helps us in becoming the type of bank you need. Whether you're looking for personal banking needs, needs for your farm operation, or to assist with your business needs, Community First is ready to help you. Stop by and let us help you, just like friends do. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More Lady Rams volleyball ahead. Powered by Bancara Bank.
And welcome back to the Schott Center as you hear the wrap-up of a beautiful rendition, although pre-recorded, of the national anthem. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We'll have your Central Christian Church starting lineups coming up here on your Rend Lake College pre-match show. It's going to be kind of an interesting broadcast for you here tonight. We were not given any rosters for the Althoff Crusaders. We know the Lady Rams. We don't know Althoff. We don't have chairs. We'll stand. We'll do the best we can. And let's go ahead and meet the starters for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
Lady Rams will go with number 2, Brooke Moore, number 8, Miranda Eplin, number 11, Kelby Cuyaba, number 16, Aaliyah Palmer, Number 19, Taylor McGowan, and number 20, Mallory Kirsch.
Those starting lineups are presented by Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Discover the excitement at Central. They offer exciting worship experiences packed with energy and relevant teaching and awesome programming for children and youth. Check out the new Central for service times and more information. We're going to do our best to try to learn the names of the Althoff Crusaders as we hear them. So if we actually get any names right, we're very lucky, but we do know a couple. We found a roster on another media outlet's website, so there you go.
Now, you transitioned that one well.
Thank you.
You were talking about being here. We also didn't get a roster, and we also didn't get chairs. So
that happens.
That happens.
Takes me back to my old days when I first started so many years ago. Five now, I guess, when I used to stand every broadcast. So yeah, I'm conditioned for that.
I'm in the decade of decadence right now at 10.
I say our first together is actually our sixth together, just first in this capacity, I suppose.
Well, I guess, yes.
There we go.
Full-time capacity, yes.
How about that?
Last year was 3/4.
Jeff Crow, of course, not with us tonight. Running your camera and our director on MyWithersRadio.com. He's on assignment. We'll have a still static footage for you. We will have our cameraman back on Thursday. He'll be Reese Barnfield at Shagnon Gym. Avery Barton's back at the studio. I'm Chris Hugo. Danny Czerwinski is alongside as we prepare to bring this one to you on MyWithersRadio.com. Looks like one starter for the Crusaders will be number 1, Hannah Michael, a senior. She stands 5'8". Another starter will be number 2, the libero, Abby Allard. She's a 5'4" senior. Also starting will be number 5, who is on my roster. She's Brianna Novak. She is a freshman who stands 5'10". Also starting 9 will be Madeline Shane, a 6'1" senior. She's the right setter. Ashley Gagan will start. She's a 5'9" junior. While also starting will be number 15, Whitney Harris, a 6'1" junior. Oh, my. And then starting in the middle will be Mackenzie Burris, a 5'8" sophomore. So very big Althoff lineup tonight. Dang, Lady Rams don't quite have that height. Could be tough for them up front.
Well, up front's going to be a problem right now. Mount Vernon's going to send probably some interference up front, but however, it's going to be important for the Lady Rams to get several digs in different angles. Number 1, get those digs up and get something back over. Number 2, don't ball watch. Make sure you're covering your area, your position.
Of course, it is the bottom of the hour here in Belleville. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Podcast coverage is right here. AM 940, WMIX Mount Vernon, and worldwide at MyWithersRadio.com.
Of course, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Indeed, we're glad to have you with us, whether you're on MyWithersRadio.com or you are tuned in on your radio on WMIX. Again, Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. We're about to get started here. The Althoff Crusaders are in their white tops with navy trim, navy numerics trimmed in gold, and navy tights. Meanwhile, the Lady Rams are in their black tights with white tops that have black sleeves, and their numbers on the front are orange trimmed in black. So the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, coached by Angie Carroll, looking for win number 3 on the season and looking to get back up to 500 here in conference play. They are currently 0-1 after losing to Centralia 1 week ago. Apparently 50-50, we do that before the match.
Yes.
Instead of trying to get more sales up till the intermission.
Well, donations need to occur. You know, we'll see if some people keep the money or if they donate it back or what goes on.
And we are about ready to go. Heavenly place here at Althoff High School. Glad to be with you on WMIX. A little bit later than what we expected, but when you get good volleyball like that, the first 2 matches, freshman and JV respectively, you certainly don't mind, but you also certainly hope that the varsity lives up to its potential after seeing the first 2 levels.
Well, volleyball and baseball are very similar. There is no time clock, and you have to you got to get to a certain point. In baseball, you got to get so many outs. In volleyball, you got to win by 2, no matter how long it takes. There's no timer, and that doesn't mean we can have a timer and stop things, but it was exciting matches. It's good to see Lady Rams competing and winning in some things.
Of course, congratulations to Taylor McGowan. She was last week's, which you'll hear about her this week on WMIX AM and FM. She was last week's Community First Bank of the Heartland Ram of the Week. So congratulations, Taylor McGowan. She was clutch in that second game of the Mount Vernon Woodlawn varsity match. She had over 10 kills.
An interesting thing here you and I were talking about in all the matches tonight, we've had not only the official referees from by the IHSA, but Althoff has line judges on the back line. They're kids, freshmen, or sophomores not playing, and they do the line judges to call in and out on the outside of the lines. And again, a way to build up maybe possible future officials. I like what I've seen out here to have these young kids out here doing that.
Sure, maybe it's just extra credit, maybe not, but it's a great thing as Morgan will start the serve. Lady Rams going left to right. Back row, the libero Allard knocks it across, courtesy of Shane. There, the libero for the Lady Rams. Moore now knocked across by Kirsch. It'll go out of bounds off the libero Allard, and the Lady Rams pick up the early lead, 1-0. Great play there from start to finish, I thought, from Morgan to Kirsch.
Yeah, Morgan gets another assist. Had a good passing game the other night, and again, it's important for Mount Vernon, I think, to jump out early in this first set, get a lead, and play with a lead a little while here on the road.
And up 1-0. Morgan will continue the serve. Here it comes, right down central, picked up by Novak. Up front, it comes left side. Shane will get the kill. It's off of McGowan. It's tied at 1. Of course, Lady Rams volleyball is presented by Banterra Bank. Serve off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Serve will come from Hannah Michael. Jump serve. It's to the far side. It's off of Eplin, out of bounds. It'll be 2-1 Althoff.
You don't see that very often. You're talking about jump serves. You don't see it a lot of times till the Olympics, but the schools over here, those club volleyball players, they will use it.
St. Clair, Effingham, Clinton counties. You see it at all levels. 2-1 Althoff. Michael on the serve. Comes to the left this time. Kirsch on the dive. Morgan over far side to Aaliyah Palmer. Kill inside the line. Looked like it might be going wide to the listener's right. And that'll tie things up at 2. Lady Rams gain control of the serve. It'll be Mallory Kirsch on the rotation.
Different way to attack. Got to go side angles. You got to use the old floor tonight because you're not going to be able to just hit down the middle. Althoff too good for that. You got to move them around.
Kirsch will serve. Tied at 2. First game of the varsity match. It's a long one. Allard there. Up front it goes to Gagan. Dropped it off for the lefty Shane, and she'll get it just in. Looked like it might veer long. It was just inside the end line. And in the backcourt, it's 3-2. Althoff on top, and Allard will serve. Not a bad matchup thus far. Althoff up 3-2 with the serve here. The home team on top. The 5-4 Allard. Off of Kirsch, up front it goes. It's a pass coming near side, and another kill for Aaliyah Palmer. Got the assist from Cheyenne Morgan. And we're tied at 3, so this one's going back and forth. But again, this isn't the Althoff team we've seen the past couple of years. 5-4 on the season. Not quite the dominance you've seen, but for Lady Rams to be this close and keep going would be certainly a great thing. Serve coming from libero Moore. Now Althoff on the return. It was blocked by Kelby Kuava. It is 4-3, and the Lady Rams on top again.
Now Althoff struggling to get the kind of class in they're used to here with their program to keep it replenished. And only 5-4 right now, struggling to find their way through this season.
Serve for Moore. Nice bump up front. It's going to be a setup coming near side. There it is for Althoff on the return. Push long on the backcourt. And it's 5-3. Lady Rams up 2. Their largest of the night. Got here in the afternoon. Now it's night.
Yeah, we've been here a while.
We get things ridiculously early, though. Here comes Moore on the serve. Up 5-3. Great dig out there by Michael. Far side. Shane got the kill. Right past it, diving Brooke Moore. It hit the ground. Would have been a trap. It's 5-4. Althoff back within 1.
Yeah, the lefty can bring the heat. Shane can get out there and crank it up from the corners, and there was nothing Mount Vernon could do on that one.
Of course, Lady Rams have had trouble with lefties this season. 5-4. Althoff trails, but here comes a serve down the middle. Dug out by Kirsch over the net. It'll fall out of bounds to the left. Tied at 5.
That ball was close to dropping in. Althoff gave up on it when it hit the net, and it rolled on the court all the way out of bounds, but didn't go out of bounds by much.
5-5 your score. Kaltwasser with the serve. Kirsch with a dig. Not over the net. It goes into it. Morgan can't dig it out. It's 6-5 Althoff. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, safe. Their security is your best defense. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Kaltwasser will continue to serve. Eplin with the dig there. Morgan's going to center it. Kurava gets it over. Now a setup play coming. No! The old set spike coming there, and it falls right in the campfire. Great play by Gagan, and it's 7-5. Althoff's up deuce.
And you'll notice that Althoff will do a lot of different things, moving the ball around, not taking 2 or 3 hits to set up.
Kaltwasser's serve was like that time into the net. Lady Rams get the point and gain control of the service. They trail 7-6 here, game number 1. We are delighted to have you, those of you with us on your radio. Michael up front. Now here comes a soft touch over the net, and it's going to kill for Whitney Harris, a 6'1 junior. It's 8-6. Althoff's back up too.
And that's another thing. Ball goes up, and Althoff can look, and they tip it over the defenders up front. Again, that's where your defense can't ball watch and stand there. They got to be moving and fill the gaps.
Serve will come this time from Novak. Backcourt it was. Eplin couldn't do much with it. Coming near side, Palmer tried to save it, couldn't. It'll be another Althoff point, 9-6.
Well, that's the problem, yeah, and the jump serve's a different look. It'll take a while to get used to seeing it.
Novak Arati will serve. As she and the Crusaders in control at this point. Lady Rams struggling. Eplin on the return. Harris. Oh, a nice play over coming near side. Hannah Michael will get the kill. Spike right in the backcourt. 10-6, Althoff up 4, game 1.
And Mount Vernon started off well early, have lost that momentum, and kind of got the deer in the headlights looks right now, down 4.
Novak will continue to serve. There it comes. Far side, South Eplin out of bounds. It's 11-6 Althoff. Talked about that Community First Bank of the Heartland Ram of the Week. Don't forget about the player of the game. Come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Member FDIC. Off of the serve, it's going to be Morgan far side. Great reaction there by the Crusaders. Up front from Novak. Allard pushes across far side. Eplin there with it. Down centrals comes to Palmer. Now to Morgan. Looking for the kill. Great play there by Kaltwasser. It's off of her, but nobody was there to get it on the far side. It'll be 11-7. Lady Rams within 4.
Much needed to stop that run by the Crusaders there, and Mount Vernon needs some service points here.
As the French say, it gives you time to breathe. And I'm sure the Dominicans and the English have all said it too. 11-7 your score. Great play there by Harris. Kirsch on the reaction though. Novak up front, Gage, and now coming Kaltwasser in the back. And the Crusaders able to get the return. Now looking for the kill. It's just in inside the end line. Kirsch gets another kill. It's 11-8, and the Lady Rams are back within 3. See what we get here. Serving will be Miranda Eplin. There it comes. Just clears the net. Great dig there by Allard. Nice save at the front by Gage, and Michael gets it over it. Eplin was there coming near side for Palmer. Kurava swings it over. And now here comes Gagan. Looking to set up near side. Here comes a Michael spike. It'll be out of bounds. It went over to the backboard. Now this is a basketball game. No doubt that would have been out of bounds, but they had to wait for it to hit something. Lady Rams, meanwhile, can't return it. It's 12-8 Althoff. Hoorah. Yeah, and now Whitney Harris will serve. She's 6'1", thereabouts anyway. Gets it across. Eplin, nice dig as she slides. Coming near side from Palmer. It's Morgan, and it goes off of Morgan twice and falls. So they missed the 2 hits.
Yeah.
And then just call it hitting the floor. So it's grounded there. It's 13-8. Althoff continues to serve with Harris. Down central for Moore. Looks near side for help from Eplin. Centers it. It's Kurava up front court. Now to Harris in the backcourt. Here comes a return. Crusaders spikes in the net. Burris had some trouble with it. It's 13-10. Lady Ram 13-9.
You're faster than the scoreboard.
I'm sorry.
Try. That's all right. Give us extra points.
Reminds me of that time in Nokomis when they put the score on the board before the shots were made.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Crusaders. It's blocked by McGowan. Nice stuff there. Back and forth there between Gagan and McGowan. McGowan, however, she would have went back to try to put it over. Would have been hitting it twice. Had no choice but to give it up. 14-9 also.
And nobody was around to help out, dig that one out, and that's another thing of standing there. You got to be always moving, keep those feet moving.
So Gagan will serve here for the Crusaders. Running jump serve. Off of Kirsch, nice pass unintentionally to Moore. Swung across by McGowan. Shane up front, Gagan coming near side. Michael, great reaction by Palmer. Nobody's there to get it. It's 15-9. Althoff on top. Whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Gagan will continue to serve up 15-9. Just gets it over. Great placement there. Right on the attack line, the 10-foot line. Increases this Althoff lead. And Danny, those are the types of things that will put momentum on your side and keep it there.
Not a jump serve, kind of a running serve. And she looks over to the bench and they're looking to where to serve it. And she's trying to place it. Takes 3 or 4 steps and then serves.
Barely got her foot across that time. As Lady Rams have trouble on the return. There was a lift called up front, I believe, on Aaliyah Palmer. We'll have a timeout here. 17-9, Lady Rams trail in game 1 of this varsity match. This timeout's presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler of Mount Vernon. You can count on us. King City Chrysler Center has the all-new Dodge Durango with best in its class power, towing, and driving range. And Danny, this one started off pretty close, and now it's kind of drifting the way of the Crusaders. They've really taken control and have managed to keep momentum, and that's crucial.
Yeah, and what Althoff's doing is like they were struggling early, kind of playing around with Mount Vernon a little bit. Well, now the serves come out. This serve's really got Mount Vernon flustered. I think Coach Carroll's going to have to change the defense a little bit because Althoff's attacking where Mount Vernon's not filling a gap. And Mount Vernon's going to have to make that change here, look in the mirror, and also get that ball back over.
Wow. Thanks, Michael. 17-9 your score, Althoff. It'll be Gagan with the serve. Right down central to soft serve that time again. Kirsch over near side. Morgan dropped it off down central for McGowan. Great return possibly coming here from Althoff. Lefty Shane. Nice reaction by Palmer. McGowan brings it across long. It's 18-9, and Althoff doubling up the Lady Rams here in early action.
Boy, Mount Vernon was off to such a good start, Chris. At one point in this match, Mount Vernon was leading 5-3, and unfortunately since then, Althoff has went on a run, 16-4.
Gagan another serve. Kirsch with the dig. Up front, Palmer. Kirsch coming for the kill. Just far, long. And it's 19-9. The lead is double digits.
Got to battle. This is a point now. You're at a dangerous leverage of not being able to get back into this one. You got to battle. This is an important point here.
19-9 the score. Nice serve by Gagan, up 19-9. Here it comes from McGowan on the return. Dug out there, Novak. Far side, Gagan. Near side, Michael. Michael with the spike. Great dig there by Moore. Now it comes up front. Althoff got a piece of it. It's Morgan. Now central to Palmer. It was out. Althoff goes for it through Novak. They can't catch up as it goes out of bounds. It's 19-10. Went out of bounds far side. Just about the attack line. So Lady Rams cut it to single digits here in this first game.
Yeah, and the thing is, Brooke Moore really made a great dig there to keep that point alive.
Serve coming from Morgan. Dig from Novak up front. Gagan coming to lefty. Shane. Great play there by Moore. Eplin will have to recover. Does so. Now Morgan brings it across on the swing. Novak to Gagan. Coming from number 12. Mackenzie Burris gets it just in the far corner, and it's 20-10.
I mean, it's on you before you know it, and it's one of those deals where you got to be on your toes. And the Lady Rams defense right there ball watching, not moving after the hit and getting back in position.
Don't watch it fall in an embarrassing situation. Make sure you have opted in your debit card for overdraft purchases. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Here it comes from Michael on the serve. It's off of Kirsch, misdirected off of her left wrist. Couldn't make anything happen. It's 21-10, and the Crusaders starting to run away with it.
Yeah, it's starting to get away. And I mean, Mount Vernon right now, they've made a couple mistakes, and they've gotten intimidated, gotten a little soft, playing conservatively. And then when you do that on against a team like Althoff, they will circle and put a beating on you, and that's what they're doing right now.
Here comes the old jump serve from Michael. Moore over to Eplin, now across by McGowan. Allard is there, up front from Gajan. It's narrowly stuffed, but Burris gets it across just past McGowan. It'll be 22-10.
Not good. I mean, it's one of those deals. Mount Vernon started off so well, made a couple mistakes, Chris, and kind of back in their hole a little bit.
Hannah Michael will continue the serve. Jump serve, just cleared the line. Here comes Kirsch on the return. Nice setup there by Gajan. Far side, Bierman coming near side. Althoff returns. That was Seibel. And now McGowan looking to push it across. It's long. It's 23-10. Let us tell you about Community First Bank of the Heartland with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams and Jefferson County Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. There we go. Went blank for a second. Lady Rams having some trouble with the return off the Althoff serve. Third hit is out of bounds. It'll be 24-10. Game point here for the Crusaders.
The issue for Mount Vernon, standing, watching. When somebody hits, there's not a lot of movement, keeping their feet moving to take care of the ball.
And here we go. Jeff Lana giving me grief because apparently tonight's game listed under boys volleyball on the website. My fault. Here comes near side, knocked over by Seibel, but she ran into the net, a violation. It's 24-11, back within 13 are the Lady Rams. Here it comes from Kirsch on the serve. Great dig by Michael up front. Gagan coming near side. Seibel and more. It'll go off of her towards the concession stand. That's game 25-11. Lady Rams fall in game number 1, so Althoff looking to make it an early night here in the varsity match. Kick off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Speaking of which, we'll take it to break. This is Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is plenty, partners at Mark and Terry Smith.
Helping people, help love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. Banterra is your partner. You can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Yes, you can. You can get a car for your teenager today at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Second Chance Auto has a terrific selection of good, clean, dependable vehicles. Perfect for your teen to drive to school, from economical models to trucks and SUVs. Second Chance Auto has just what you're looking for. They're family-owned and operated, and they've been helping families like yours for over 32 years. Yes, you can get the best for your son or daughter. Call 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. Or stop in at Highway 142 east in Mount Vernon. Yes, you can at Second Chance Auto.
If you or a loved one experience chest discomfort, pain, heaviness, shortness of breath, we at Good Samaritan Regional Health Center want you to know that every second counts.
I'm Freddy Shamsham, an interventional cardiologist and a vascular medicine specialist. American Heart Association headlines recommend that the door to balloon should be at no more than 90 minutes. Here at Good Sam, we have averages 69 minutes. We have a 24 hours, 7 days a week, experienced staff on call, including a intervention cardiologist who are ready to respond to any emergency that presents.
Every second lost is precious heart muscle at risk. You have a first-class heart center right in your own backyard, where patients have access to the most advanced treatment available. For more information about our physicians and heart services, call toll-free 1-888-257-6098. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, close to your heart, close to home.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And welcome back, Lady Rams Volleyball here on WMIX. Lady Rams fall in the first game of the varsity matchup, 25-11. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. We'll switch sides, do it again. Lady Rams going right to left. Althoff now going left to right. And Danny, after the closeness of the first two matches, JV and freshman, I think the Lady Rams had hoped to be a little bit closer than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and Althoff, Mount Vernon started out well, had that lead 5-2, and after that, Althoff kind of came back. Mount Vernon made a couple, 2-3 mistakes on serving and or passing, and what it has had it is.
Of course, they'll see what they can do now. It'll be Althoff serving. Here at the Schott Center, Althoff Catholic High School, Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com, separate audio and video feeds for your listening and or watching pleasure, but also terrestrial radio where it's at, AM 940. What's the holdup?
We had this in the between sets in the JV match, too. I don't know if they're getting lineups going. It is a point of emphasis this year that the teams are in proper rotation and set. That is a point of emphasis in volleyball this year, according to a good friend of ours.
You mean that they are who they say they are is what's important. I got you.
Where they are is where they should be.
Of course, Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Banterra Bank. Score a TD with a CD. Check out Banterra's interest rates on deposit products. Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams, banking with local style. Still waiting. Gagan will serve, we know that. And here it comes. She did so well in that first game. Kirsch looking for a return. It's over far side. Morgan comes down central. McGowan pushes it wide and long. It'll be 1-0 Althoff.
Got to make something happen here.
Gagan continuing the serve, up 1-0. Game 2 of the varsity match. Althoff took the first, 25-11. Kirsch on the return. She sends it wide right just beyond the official. So now it's 2-0. Althoff on top, looking to make early work.
And notice here, Chris, Brooke Moore in the early part of the year has had a lot of touches on the ball. Althoff serving away from her tonight so far.
Gagan serving now up 2-0, and that's into the net. So Lady Rams will get a point that way. 2-1. Serve will be Mallory Kirsch. There we go. Right down left side. Allard with it up front. Gagan left it for the Althoff return. Now Moore from Morgan. Gagan's going to send it far side. Here comes the Michael spike into the back row. Moore sends it to the right for Palmer. Now Eplin. It's off of Allard out of bounds. It'll be 2-2. We're tied.
Much needed
Oh, I'd say so.
Much, much needed. First serve for a point. 2-2 back in it.
For support your Mount Vernon Rams with a Ram debit card from Community First Bank. More on that after the Kirsch serve. Sent far side, Shane. A little bit of give and go. No, it's going to go to Michael far side. Dig by Moore. Kirsch gets a piece of it. McGowan knocks it over on the backward swing. Novak up front, Gagan to the lefty, Shane. Great play there by McGowan. Runs into Kirsch. Morgan got it across. Allard up front now. Here it comes. Althoff return. Great play, Kirsch. Eflin gets it over. Michael on the return. It's far side. Palmer give and go with McGowan. Allard looking to set up front side. Here it comes. Lefty Shane sends it just inside. It'll be 3-2 Althoff. Not bad.
Vapor trail. That was a vapor trail left there in the wood.
That's Top Gun vapor.
3D next year.
You betcha. Of course, I told you I'd tell you more about that debit card from Community First Bank of the Heartland featuring the Mount Vernon Rams. And it appears I'll have to wait after the hand of Michael's serve. Here comes jump serve style near side off of Eflin. And it'll swing back to Kirsch. Now far side Palmer brings it across off of Michael. Goes Alry. And it's out of bounds, tied at 3. Support your Rams with the Ram debit card from Community First Bank. Community First Bank is the only bank with debit cards tied to the Rams with a portion of the revenue going back to Mount Vernon High School, District 201. Tied at 3, the libero, Brooke Moore with the serve. And here it comes. Nice try there by Miranda Eflin, but had some trouble, and Althoff will get the point, 4-3.
A simple drop between the statues is what it was. Mount Vernon Lady Rams go up, 2 people do the block, and simple tap in between to split the difference.
Here it comes. Coming far side for Palmer. Nice attempt on the block there by Novak, near corner, but it'll be pushed to the floor. So grounded on that one, 4-4 your score. We're tied, and now it'll be Palmer with the serve. Answer the net on the Palmer serve. Not what you're looking for if you're the Mount Vernon Rams.
No, you need to take care of those opportunities.
And now 5 serving 4 for the Crusaders. It'll be Shane the lefty. Here she comes. What's going to be the call? The call is going to be... They're dancing over there.
Yeah, the lead ref is trying to make his mind up, and he was kind of giving the line judge a hard time because she did in, out, up, and down. He started going through the Macarena, you know. Again, good to see some humor out here in a volleyball game.
Right.
I think the line judge forgot she had that call down the baseline.
I think she did as well. Here comes the serve. It's some more now. Palmer up front. Kuava knocks it over. Gage and will send it to Harris. Great play there by Kirsch on the reaction. Nobody's there to get it out of the net. And so that'll cost the Lady Rams. Not exactly what they were looking for.
No, you got to keep battling. Need to stop. Keep moving. Need to stop.
And so now the lefty Shane will continue to serve. Far side off of Eflin for Palmer. Now to Kuava down central. Shane on the recovery. Gaging over far side Novak. And there's more the libero in the back court. Up front court now. Far side, now near side to Eflin. That should have been 4 hits on the Lady Rams. Instead it goes into the net. Interesting.
You were right.
Either way, it's going to be a point for the Crusaders. 7-4 is the score. Shane will serve. That rhymes. This doesn't. Palmer, far side, drops it off Eflin. Here comes the kill. No, it doesn't. Great play there by Althoff. Pass coming from Michael to Novak. Now, in the backcourt, it was Kirsch. It'll go to Kester. And Kester knocks it off the back of somebody. And sometimes that's what goes down.
Hit them where they are sometimes. Hit it off their back. They can't see it.
Do the old Gretzky, where, like he used to do, sometimes shove it off the back of the goalie's knee pad. Here we go now. It's Gaging, leaving it far side. Novak sends it long, and it's 7-6. Lady Rams battling back, down 1.
Yep, Mount Vernon did a good job letting that go. Getting the point.
And now a long serve by Eflin. Just long. It'll be 8-6 Althoff on top. Lady Rams volleyball presented by Banterra Bank. Whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account to fit your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. And that sometimes is how the old cookie crumbles.
Milk or not.
A little bit of conjecture for you. As the roster I didn't have but now have, that says that is Lauren Poche. And she will get the ace. So a great serve there from the 5'7" junior. Serves down central this time, dug out by Kirsch. Far side out of bounds. Palmer saves it to Kester. Into the far corner. Poche with it that time. Coming from Michael. Nice dig there by Eplin. Far side, it's Palmer. Leaves it for Kirsch. Now to Allard to Libero. Front court we go this time. Gagan to Shane, the lefty. Sends it long. It's 9-7. Lady Rams are back within 2.
And battling here, Chris. It's good to see Mount Vernon start out slow in this set as well. And they're starting to battle back a little bit here. What has to happen is their points on serve. They got to start serving the ball a lot better here.
Here it comes for Kuava. Gagan will leave it now for Michael. Double tandem there. Kester pushes across. Nice save by Allard. Looks like they're at 3 hits, and they are now. That one went into the top of the net by Hannah Michael. Falls to the ground, grounded. It's 9-8. Lady Rams back within it.
And Kester, again, very sneaky at the net. A couple of kills in this set. Just tipping the ball around.
Shane on the bump will bring it up front for Harris after the assist from Gagan. Great play by Whitney Harris. It's 10-8, and Althoff back up by 2. Don't get sacked. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account from Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Rams, banking with local style. Harris with the serve now. Evelyn up front. Palmer into the front court we go. Taylor now into the far court. Back row. Harris for Gagan. Now a nice attempt at a kill there by Michael. Kester blocked at the net. Here it comes from Kirsch. Palmer got it across. Lady Rams are going to have to defend this one from Michael. They're in the back row. Palmer, Kester, and it's going to be off of Kirsch. Had some trouble with it, lost it. It'll be 11-8.
Got to keep battling. Only down 3. Make Althoff work a little bit this set.
And off of Eplin into the far corner, it goes 2 more. Brought across by McGowan. Play there is for Harris. Now drops it off. Althoff returns. Great play, Eplin. Punched across now Kirsch near side. And Gagan's going to leave it far side. Spike coming from Michael. Palmer sets it up far side. Kester into the net. Off of Kirsch. She knocks it twice. It'll be 12-8. Yep. Scoreboard update. Let's see what's going on in Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football, you threw me off here. I'll come back to it after this play.
It was 28-17 Patriots with 13 to go in the 4th.
Touchdown Tom had 3 touchdown passes.
And now Althoff on the return. Lady Rams trying to set something up. Kester leaves it for McGowan. It's hit right back across. She almost went after it a second time. Kester couldn't get there. That scoreboard update was brought to you by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, see Tony. He's on 42nd Street in South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. See that Jeep? Stop in. He'd love to see you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Here comes a serve from Harris. Palmer's going to leave it far side. Kester hits it where they ain't, but a great dive there by Shane. Now Michael. She hit it around the campfire. It's 14-8. Lady Rams can't get to it.
Now Mount Vernon's defense was spread out and circled that time and caught standing flat-footed.
Served by Harris off of Kirsch. Eplin's going to leave it for McGowan. Shane now up front from Gage, and it's spiked to the net by Michael. It's the top of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Volleyball on AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon with video streaming on MyWinnersRadio.com. A free service from this broadcasting.
Finally got her figured out on the audio-only broadcast. That's on my bad. Had the wrong audio fitting in. That'll happen. Michael on the return, blocked at the net by Taylor McGowan and Aaliyah Palmer. So a kill for both the ladies. And it's 14-10. Lady Rams back within 4. So they're really trying to make an effort of it here as we're 1 minute past the 9 o'clock hour. Morgan on the serve. 10 serving 14. Allard got it up front. Gagan will get the assist as Mackenzie Burris brings it across. It's a 15-10 game here and game number 2 of this varsity match. Again, Lady Rams fell in the first one. 25-11.
And at this point, down 5, I think this is a huge point as far as this game goes. I think Mount Vernon needs to get one back here and keep it 4 or less.
Great play there by Moore after the serve. Dug it out. Now Palmer hits it off of Althoff. So it went off the fingertips of Shane, I believe. It'll be 15-11. So back within 4 again, the Lady Rams. really trying to mount that comeback. So Kirsch will serve. Clears the net. That's a ace. Nobody got to it. Allard gave it her best on a dive towards the near side at the attack line. And now the Lady Rams are back within 3, 15-12.
First ace for Mount Vernon in either set. Comes on the dying quail that Althoff didn't expect in her 2-4 set.
The old wounded duck. 15-12. Back row. Pachi. Now it's coming from Michael. Far side. Great block at the net there by Lady Rams. Send it backward. Now Eplin near side. She's blocked. And called for the lift because she delayed it there. Took her hands back. It was a catch. It'll be 16-12. Althoff's back up 4.
And it was the right call that time. Got pinned under and had to lift. Another big point here. Got to keep it 4 or less at this stage in the match.
Got to keep it going. Hannah Michael will serve. Jump serve. Here it comes. Down central. Moore there with it. Doesn't even get across, but nobody's there to help it. 17-12. Althoff's lead continues to grow. Call Tony Wilt, your local State Farm agent. You can find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or on the corner of South Water Tower and 42nd. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The Althoff serve cometh. The Lady Rams trying to take it away. Shane pushed it back. Here it comes from Gage, and that's just in the corner. That was a great kill there on a hammering spike. Grounded it immediately, and it's 18-12.
That's an odd angle there, and the defense for Mount Vernon kind of let that go thinking it was out. And, again, that's that court awareness. You got to know where you're at compared to where that ball's coming. It's just a matter of being comfortable on the floor.
Of course, we'll give you a scoreboard update before we send it to the post-match show if this one doesn't go 3. Jump serve coming, Michael. Great dig there by Kirsch. Far side from Morgan. Just gets over the net from Aaliyah Palmer. A little bit of lead action there. And it's 18-13. Lady Rams are back within 5. We can tell you we have both baseball and softball. We'll give you softball quickly. Woodlawn beats OBR 17-2. That's scoreboard updates by Tony Will. Morgan. Serve goes down central. Allard there. And now it comes to the lefty. Shane. Nothing but the ground on the spike. Goes into the back court where there's nobody. And it's 19-13.
Now on the wooden floor. Nailed it there. That's for sure.
You said what baseball did today at OBR. Woodlawn.
Yeah, Woodlawn lost today to OBR to drop to 10-8 on the season.
Of course, look at that score.
And that score was 5-1.
Of course, that's also brought to you by Tony. More on him. 19-13. And that falls. That's the whole husband and wife between Eplin and Kirsch. So
that's where you got to talk. You got to talk between teammates. One or the other has to say something. The other one can back off.
Banterra Bank brings you Lady Rams volleyball action as we await the Allard serve here. The little barrel for Althoff. Up 20-13, game 2. Kirsch able to get it across. It is headed out of bounds. Allard decides to go after it. Far side coming with a potential kill. No, dugout Kirsch. Far side, Morgan in the front row. It's blocked on the Eplin kill attempt. Blocked by Shane. She'll get the kill, and it's 21-13.
It's just like in basketball, when you're giving up 5 or 6 inches of height at the net, it's going to be very tough to put something over the net. Nothing you can do there size-wise unless you try to wait it out and hit it over the top or go to the side.
So Allard will continue the serve. Dugout, Kirsch down central, up front far side. Morgan leads it for Kiava. Great play there, Allard. Far side, here comes a Michael kill down central. It'll head out of bounds, hits the bleachers, bounces away from Kirsch. Don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals. Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. They are the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams here on WMIX. Allard will continue to serve. The senior leader, Libero, swings towards the near side. Eplin dug it out. It's going to Palmer, far side. And she'll go wide to the left towards the Althoff bench. It's 23-13. Yikes.
Yikes is right.
We're darn near to match point.
This tile floor's got me to match point.
Yes. Yeah, buddy. 23-13. Game number 2, Althoff on top. They won the first 25-11.
Note to selves, bring chairs next time.
I started to bring a table and chairs. Sometimes you just don't know what you're getting into on the road. We appreciate the hospitality of Althoff, however. 23-13, Kirsch on the dig, far side. Morgan, now Palmer sends it long. It'll be 24-13, match point. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what we believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Rams. A great tradition. We still have one more Tony Wilp scoreboard update coming. Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game's coming up with the Beat Insurance postgame show with your Heartland accounting stats. Match point, 24-13. Allard on the serve. Kirsch got it over. Harris looking to set somebody up. Coming near side, Shane, the lefty. It's just in bounds, and that's going to end her. 25-13. So 25-11, 25-13. Althoff wins her in straight sets. Let's go ahead and get a scoreboard update before we go to the Bean Insurance postgame show.
We'll run through the freshman score tonight. Mount Vernon won that match 25-23, 23-25, and 15-11. JV lost their match 12-25, 30-28, and 24-26. The varsity tonight loses 11-25 and 13-25.
Of course, in the fourth quarter, 6:09 to play in Monday Night Football, the New England Patriots lead the Miami Dolphins 31-23. That scoreboard update's brought to you by Tony Wilt on 42nd Street in South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. Of course, if you see that red Jeep out there, Tony would love to meet with you. So stop on in, walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game, and your Heartland accounting stats all coming up. Lady Rams fall here tonight on the road at Althoff. We'll be back to tell you about it in the Bean Insurance postgame show coming right up. This is Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if the need is ready, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, most deposit services. Banterra is your partner. You can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school. But with work and family, I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For one.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
So where's the best place to be this summer? I can answer that. The place to be is at Fort Square